and we debate these merits of his position quite often and agree to disagree. He said to me Sunday night, you know, John, I don't make a ton of money, but I don't make peanuts. What I want is the government out of my life. I want them to leave me alone. Can you tell your colleagues, leave me alone? Can you tell the governor, just let me be? I'm going to show up every day. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to participate with my union so we can negotiate decent benefits and a fair wage. Just leave me alone. Leave my union alone. Don't break my union. I want the government, I want the legislature out of my life. But that's not what's happening here. This is being forced down people's throats. This is being forced down middle-class families' throats. And it's being done so in a very poor way, Mr. Speaker. In lame duck, with no committee hearings. You know, the argument is that, yeah, this has been bandied about for years, for decades. People know what the size of the argument on right to work. People are solidified in their position. That's wrong. In our offices, amongst our think tanks, yeah, this issue goes back and forth. People who live and die politics and policy, yeah, we know this. We've staked a position against. You stake out a position for. But Joe who lives in Warren or who lives in Rockford, he doesn't know this issue. He's never had to think about right to work until last week. Boom. And it's going to be done and over with today. And people are going to wake up and say, what happened? Right to work happened? I didn't even know this was happening. What does that mean? This is the calls I'm getting in my office. What does right to work actually mean? Is that going to affect me? When is it going to affect me? What does it mean? People don't know. And that's what happens when you don't follow a good deliberative process and when you put a sneaky appropriation in to not even let people have a say. So I ask you folks, I ask the governor, do what's right by the folks of Michigan. Let them have a say in this. That's a reasonable position. You want 2/3 of the votes? I'll vote for it. My colleagues here, we'll put it on the ballot. Let the people say. To put $1 million appropriation to do this is just, it's a tragedy. So what are we left with? We know what's going to happen here. What are we left with? Are we left with positive, relentless positive action as the governor talks about? Are we left with moving forward in the reinvention of Michigan, which we all know needs to happen? We just disagree on how. We're left with a divided state. We're left with people out there yelling, angry, filled with hatred, suspicion towards this body. This is the state you folks are leaving us with. Not bringing people together to solve problems, to move Michigan forward. And so I ask you folks, I ask the governor for a reasonable solution. Step back from the ledge. Let people decide, because the next 2 years are going to be terrible. They're going to be ugly. They're going to be ugly in this room. They're going to be ugly in every city in this state. I think we should just pause and take a step back. Mr. Speaker, I thank you for the time today, and I thank you for the time.
Thank you, Representative Switolski.